Gonna build a mountain from a little hill.
Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is The Lady Designer, and today we are back with a brand new franchise mode series. And in this series, we are going to focus more on grassland animals. Now I hear you think, but lady, this is not the grasslands biome. That is indeed correct. This is the tropical biome on the Oceania continent. And the reason that I chose for a tropical biome again is simply because one, I don't really like the terrain textures of the grasslands map, and two, I really do like the terrain textures of the tropical map. So 1 and 1 is 2. So we are going to use a tropical map again. This one does look a little bit different from all the others, and that is why I chose the Oceania continent, simply because the backdrop of this map gives you a little bit of a different vibe already to our zoo. Now, one thing, I am going to try to do a little bit more terraforming in this series and also add a little bit more water, like maybe some kind of river or something going through the zoo. No guarantees, but that is something that I have in mind. And this is also going to change. I actually want to create like a little bit of this wobbly path going up here onto the terrain, but I don't want to spend too much money just yet on terraforming and on pathing and stuff. So that is why this now looks a little bit wonky even. But you guys know me. I will make sure that this all will look nice and pretty. So I did try to create a little bit of a layout for myself. And this is the first time I'm actually using like these very cheap signs. These are the only cheap signs of $10. So just to give myself an idea of how I want to do this entrance area, and to make sure that I will not forget about certain things, like a gift shop, for example, or like at least gift stands, because that is always something that I pretty much forget. So that is why I thought, you know what, I'm going to add some signs. So we have some food and drink shops, we have toilets, we have on the other side some information stands, a gift shop, and this is going to be a habitat on that side. This is going to be a habitat on that side, and this is the area where we are going to start with during this series. And yeah, obviously this all feels like very gridish and stuff, but we are going to make this a nice natural flowing zoo. And then we have some staff buildings right over here, which is probably also temporarily. I am not entirely sure yet where I want to add the staff buildings. So yeah, for now, we obviously need to get going and need to start somewhere. So this is where we are going to start. So we have left $25,000 right over here. I did change the zoo times a little bit, like all the time I play franchise mode. I'm like, oh yeah, oh no, it gets dark, but it doesn't really matter. So we now are open from 8 a.m. to half past 5 p.m. We do not have any staff members just yet. And you know what? Actually, I am going to try with this zoo to not work with the everything work roster, which is going to be pretty new to me, because ever since I started playing Planet Zoo in 2019, I got used to the fact that you had to make work rosters and like this everything work roster to make things work. But especially the last few months, I get a lot of people asking me like, why do you do that? Like, is that really necessary? I never do that and it works fine. So I'm going to try to do it without an everything work roster. So we're still going to have like these smaller work rosters for like these habitats and stuff. Or like, for example, shops with the staff building and those kind of things. But we're not going to work with the everything work roster. I'm going to try and see if that is going to work out. And for every series so far that we're doing with franchise mode, I enjoy these like making the habitats as small as possible principle, like the most. I really enjoy the amount of detailing with like the smaller habitats a lot more than the bigger ones. Obviously, we're going to make sure that all the animals are happy with a very close to 100% welfare. So that is all going to be fine. At least I hope. I will do my best for that. I already did create an animal roster But definitely feel free to share your opinion in the comments down below of what kind of animals you feel like I should add in this zoo as well. And maybe if I see like certain animals being named very frequently, I maybe will change my animal roster, but we shall wait and see about that. So the first animal we are going to add is the Aardvark, and I did not adopt an Aardvark yet. These two are from the Tropical franchise, which we are obviously going to finish in the coming weeks. But I really just wanted to start out with something fresh and new already for a new franchise series. So, okay, Aardvark. And I'm going to, well, we don't really have a choice now, do we? There are not really that many Aardvarks in here. So I'm going to just pick the two youngest ones. I'm going to buy them from the Frontier Zoo. I'm not entirely sure if their appeal is like high enough for attracting enough guests, but we have to wait and see about that. And hopefully, like, if that is not the case, we are definitely going to add maybe already one, like a food shop, a drink shop, maybe even toilets to earn a little tiny tad of more money because we can. And then like in episode 2, that is mostly my goal. In episode 2 to add like another animal and try and like make an entrance area already. So the entrance should be ready in like 2, maybe 3 episodes already, depending a little bit how much money we have. But we should get like a really nice starting area already, because I just really enjoy doing that. Like, oh, I actually do not really like this. So I'm going to change the opening times a little bit later, so we have a little bit more sunshine already. I think 9:30 or something like that is more doable. I don't really like to work in the shadows, so the easiest thing to do is just change the times. So for the Aardvark, we are going to build an indoor and an outdoor area, so somewhere around here, and something where the guests can walk through via the indoor area. And they have like this outdoor area where the guests can also walk around. Something like that I have in my mind. I don't really have any examples or references at this point. So we're just going to see how this will go and make sure that we get a very good habitat where the Aardvarks will be super happy in. So without further talking, let's just go and start building. Gosh, I'm just having... Wait, what? Why are people screaming? I'm just having so much fun with this habitat. Oh, look! An aardvark is coming outside. So this is definitely going to be a combination of tropical... but that really depends, actually, because now we're building habitats for African animals, but there obviously are going to be other animals than only African animals. So we are going to have different regions in a zoo. And I think it's actually going to be fun to give every area a different type of theme or something like that. Oh man, look at these cuties. Oh, they are so adorable. So their habitat, like with 2 adults and 1 little one, you actually need around 420 square meters. So I already did try to expand the habitat a little bit, but it is the rockwork that reduced the amount of terrain. So if we will get some protesters, I will just try to reduce the amount of rocks in here. But for now, I feel like, wait, like, are they pregnant? Oh, it did not work. But I think if we go, oh, we cannot compare their mates, can we? Oh, they are now mates. Oh, that's really cute. But it doesn't say that they already tried to mate, so I'm not really sure about that, but we are just going to wait and see about that. But I was like, I'm missing a bigger tree in this habitat. And then I was like, oh, but that one is so big, but like the branches and like the shadows, I just absolutely love this tree. So I think it's just perfect to have in this habitat. It's a bit of a combination of like a tropical and desert, maybe like the edge of a tropical area going into like a little bit of a desert. And then we obviously also have an indoor area, as you can tell. There are so many guests already in our zoo, 222. So let's go around here. I do need to finish this all up. Like, we have a lot of shops here as well. A gift shop, information, all these signs are obviously gonna go. We have some drink and food shops. And I actually added another drink shop right over here because it is so busy. That might be due to the fact that it's pretty hot in this biome. So that is totally fine. So right over here, this is the peak of the roof. This building is not finished yet. I'm actually thinking to maybe just connect everything here with like this backstage area later on. But, oh man, I had so much fun building this indoor area. So we have some glass here on the ceiling as well to bring in some daylight, as well as here. I just really, oh gosh, no! Stupid sun. Okay. So right over here we have like this bended glass wall. We have a raised terrain right over here for the aardvarks, and of course a burrow, which does work, so I'm really happy with that. There is a lot of rocks in here as well, but man, I just so much love the view from here. Like it just works super well. It's really like a little desert here for the aardvarks, and it's super narrow and small. It's just, yeah, I'm really happy with it. Also with the tiles here, by the way. I really need to use them more often because I just really love like the color scheme and like the pattern they can give onto your walls. Look at this with the sunlight coming through. We have some conservation signs, also something I just keep forgetting, like in every series that we do. So I really try to like add some more things, like plan them out right away instead of like, oh shoot, we forgot about those signs, let's just plop them down. And then right over here, I didn't really plan it, and then I was like, we actually need some kind of water area, and I didn't think this would work, but it did. So we have like this really little tiny river with like this VFX here to pretend like this is filling up the water. The aardvark is not able to walk here, which is kind of a pity, but the traversable area is pretty hard. Being a base game animal, I do feel like these animals need to be adjusted a little bit. But so yeah, I had a pretty hard time with that. But they cannot reach this water from this corner, but they can right over here. So this is definitely like their natural water source to drink from. It's dirty water because I do feel like this color matches a little bit more with like the rockwork and stuff. And these are like the billboards that you can also download from my Discord server, but these are like from the exhibit. So I think Eben, or at least Eben sent them to me, got them from the exhibit backdrops, and they were able to like download them from the Planet Zoo files. And then so we can add them in the game and use them for basically any habitat. So if you're looking for this one or like the tropical one, and I think there's another one, definitely go to my Discord server with the link in the description of this video so you can basically download every billboard that I am using. I still have the aardvark selected right over here. The burrow, I did connect the burrow right over here to also see if it wasn't broken anymore, but as soon as I connected it and entered the camera view, you see what I mean. So yeah, the burrow is basically not usable for us to use for the webcams, but I don't really mind that. Like it's not something that I use a lot to look into. But yeah, definitely super happy with this building. Definitely something that we're going to do more often, create buildings with like indoor sections and outdoor sections, and especially for like an aardvark, it's just perfect. So I'm just super happy with that. So this is also going to be connected right over here. And then right over here, we have a little backstage area, just nothing special. It's an aardvark. I was looking for some inspiration online, actually found like a video of aardvarks just walking around in like this backstage kitchen or something. And I was like, I don't have space for that, but we are going to have a little area. The only thing that I'm missing in this game are like open doors. I remember I've been asking for that for so long in Planet Coaster. And then they finally, after 2 years or something, they did add like these open doors. But I never asked it for Planet Zoo. So I don't know. Frontier, if you're looking, if you're watching, which I doubt, I would really love some doors that can be open instead of like a fixed door with like an edge around it. I'm not really sure how to call it, but that would be just super amazing to have like these type of gates or something like that. Could have made it myself though, so it's not like a super big deal. But yeah, definitely super happy with this habitat, even though there are a lot more rocks and stuff in here than I was planning to. Oh man, I just really enjoyed making this, and also like the patches here with the little rocks. I try to like cover the habitat first completely, And then along the way, I felt like, that might be a little bit too much. So try to blend it in a little bit with the terrain. And I think the result definitely looks really nice, especially with this beautiful tree right over here. So as I said, we have like shops here with the 8 a.m. and like no staff is now planned into a work zone. So the only thing I want to do regarding a work zone is I'm going to add this one. And which one is the staff room? This one. And then, are you the keeper hut? No, you are the workshop. You are the keeper hut. So now we can make... Oh yeah, they changed something with the work rosters. So now you cannot go in here. But we do have a work roster right here. So we can just change this now. But I don't know what it is. But you just keep in that selecting mode and you can't type anymore. But we have an Aardvark habitat. So the only thing we need to do is add the keeper in the Aardvark habitat. And that's basically it. We are not... Well, it's funny. Like, you will have a big list right over here, which are unassigned. But I think later on, we will be making, like, work rosters here for, like, the shops and stuff. I do hope, like, oh, yeah, I did. I was spending so much money. So I do hope that we will be fine. I already took a loan because I really wanted to finish at least this habitat right over here. And also at these shops, because without the shops, I had the game just run for a little bit with only, like, the Aardvark habitat. And I wasn't really earning that much money, which could also be because of the appeal of the animal. So I think as soon as we're going to add, like, the next animal in the next episode, that will be attracting more guests and stuff. But these shops definitely helped to earn some more money. Like, these guests are really spending a lot of money for drinks and food. And the toilet has, like, a 10 cents prize, and if people want to get some money, which I doubt they really need in the beginning, because they obviously get into the zoo with some money in their pocket, but I just wanted to make sure they will not be bankrupt or anything like that. So that is just a good thing. Are we able to, like, raise the price here? Price is good, so I'm not going to change it. I think I put it on $4 for adults and $4 for kids. So I think we do have a nice start here, even though like the loan we could debate. But I think this is definitely going to be a very fun new series. And I'm just really excited to keep on building in this zoo and to at least start working on this entrance area. And then we're going to have another animal right over here. So yeah, exciting stuff coming up. Do let me know in the comments down below what do you guys all think of this Aardvark habitat on the inside and the outside. Leave a like at the video if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And yeah, I just really do hope to see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys!